Hello and welcome to The Interview. Today we have a very special guest and she goes by the name of Mother Teresa. So if we can all give her a warm welcome. Thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you go by the name of Teresa.
It's Mother Teresa, thank you.
Sorry, Mother Teresa. Anyway, let's crack on with these questions. So, where and when were you born?
I was born on August on the 26th, 1910, as Agnes Gona Bojan in Macedonia, Ottoman Empire. I was also baptized on the 27th of August, 1910.
So you were baptized one day after you were born. Would you mind telling me a little bit about your family?
I am the third child of an Albanian grocer, Nikola Bojan, my dad, and my mum was called Drain. I had an older sister, Aga, and an older brother, Lazia, and my father died when I was only 8 years old.
Oh, that's tragic. It must have been hard growing up without a father.
You could say
so
that.
I hear you went to India.
Yes, I did.
So why was that?
Well, in 1928, when I was 18 years old, I went to Ireland to join the Sisters of Liberto at the Institute of the Blessed Virgin Mary Community of Nuns with Missions, which happened to be in India. 6 weeks later, I travelled to India to work as a teacher in the Roman Catholic school in Calcutta.
I bet people are wondering, where did you start at?
Okay. In 1946, I experienced what I would describe as a call within a call, or inspiration to leave Liberto convent and dedicate my life for the sick and poor.
How nice of you.
Thank you. Can I continue?
Sure.
Before I was interrupted, I was saying I then moved into the slums. Then in 1950, I received permission from the Vatican to find the Missionaries of Charity, a Roman Catholic religious order of women dedicated to serving the poorest of the poor.
Oh, that's so nice of you. So you started a chain of hospices. Why is that?
Well, my call was caring for the sick and the poor. So in 1952, I established a hospice where the terminally ill could go and die with dignity. I think by the time I die, my hospice will have over 4,000 sisters and hundreds of thousands of volunteers working in hundreds of centres around the world. These included homes for orphan children, homes for people with HIV and AIDS, leper colonies, and hospices for the terminally ill.
So you basically started your own chain of hospices.
Yes, you could describe it like that.
Okay, now it's time for us to take a short break. We'll be back with more questions after.
There's a mountain of money being set aside by banks to pay back PPI, possibly missold to you and I. Yet many people have done nothing about it. Can you really afford not to find out if you're owed up to £7,000? It's your money. So if you're nervous, unsure, or simply don't know, call Gladstone Brooks now and we'll guide you through the process. After all, it's what we do. Call today on 08000 469 600.
Gladstone Brooks. When you're first looking for a loan, it can be pretty overwhelming. That's why I went to Everyday Loans. They believe in doing things properly, even if your credit record isn't perfect. They offer a range of loans from £1,000 to £12,500. So when I borrowed £3,000, we agreed on monthly payments that fitted my budget. Perfect. So why not visit everydayloans.co.uk and discover your credit future, not your credit history.
Introducing Fabletics, a new line of activewear by Kate Hudson. Get your first outfit from £22 at fabletics.co.uk.
Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, it's a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, it's a
1952, you joined an order, you became a teacher, devoted your life to caring for the poor and sick. You moved to the slums and you began a hospice. No, sorry, you had a chain of hospices for terminally ill orphan children. You had homes for people with HIV/AIDS. It must have been hard to do all of this. So what influenced you?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I said something at the Noble Lecture.
Yes, we have a quote here which we're going to play to the viewers about what was said at the Noble Lecture. So you won a Nobel Prize in 1979, didn't you?
Yes, I did, in fact.
Why was that?
Well, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, we've got a quote here which we're going to play to let the audience know what was said. It was well deserved, wasn't it?
Thank you, thank you.
This must have been the icing on the cake to get a Nobel Prize for helping and caring for people.
Yes, it certainly was.
You have impacted loads of people's lives. For example, you gave a place for people to die in dignity, a place for homeless people to go, a place for dying people to live longer with treatments. You taught children, saved others from evil, and people have been struck by your selflessness, hence the Nobel Prize. You are a very holy person, aren't you? So you would say that you helped put Jesus' teachings into practice.
Yes.
What were they?
Well, I cured a few dying people, and some people would call this miraculous. I followed the golden rule, do not do others what you wouldn't want done to you, which I think I followed very well. I also saved lives just as Jesus encouraged. I was there for people who needed to be shown the way of Jesus and to share his love with them. As to Jesus' teachings, I suppose the simplest answer of what he has taught throughout the Bible was love one another. It seems to me these three words really sum up all his teachings. And you truly love one another, you care for them, help them, forgive them, and if you love them enough, then you will give your life to them, and I gave my life to Jesus. So yes, I would say that I put Jesus' teachings into practice.
And that's exactly what you did.
Yes.
Well, that's all the time that we have for you, Mother Teresa, tonight. Thank you very much for coming on to the show and taking part in this interview. You've taught us so much tonight.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being on here.
Well, the life of Mother Teresa influences people today because we know that her selflessness comes with great rewards, and that the little things can make a big difference, like donating clothes, volunteering, or something big like travelling to a third world country to do missionary work. We can all make a difference in our communities. Thank you.